guys, Jade Rock. Oh, I wanted to let you guys know just where my journey is. I have to share this with you guys. So these people literally went too far, right? And so whatever's been happening has been happening with me my whole life, basically under surveillance, under attack, through groups and dark entities that were harvesting from my truth, from my God-given truth and abundance, right? And so they had different sectors, and some of them literally got greedy, right? And when they got greedy, they felt like the titles that they have stolen, the money they have stolen, the properties that they have stolen, the land that they have stolen literally belonged to them. And they were gonna continue to take from people like myself and leave us in poverty, right? And so these nutcases literally went and decided to elevate their attacks, even though they were warned. They were warned, and I know they were warned, right? So when they elevated their attacks, they called on bigger people in the organizations. And when they called on those bigger people went into their ego, like, what is she doing? So they was told a bunch of lies, which caused them to feel like, oh, well, I got to do something about it. The bigger people. I don't care if it's street bigger people, organized bigger people. I don't even care. I don't know people like this. I wouldn't even associate with people like this, right? And so these people went into their ego. Now, during the time that they're going into their ego, I'm having what you call an ego death. Okay? Because we all have a certain amount of ego where we think we're, hot shit. Hot stuff. Gotta be careful. And so that's one of the most important steps you take in your journey. You're placed in hermit mode, and you have an ego death during one of your cycles, or even more of your cycles, depending on how big your ego is, right? Because it's very important to be humble enough to see the truth, because ego is blinding. It's blinding. You believe that you're bigger than life itself, bigger than God, himself, right? And that's never going to be the fact. I don't care who told you was fly. I don't care who told you was, the king of Zamunda. You have to be ordained to hold certain titles. You have to be ordained to hold certain positions, to hold them. Okay. And then those positions have to be blessed. Okay. In order for them to be protected and solidified within you. Right? And so these people went into their ego, and they did what you call on the bigger entities, right? So they did however they do it, they called on the big, entities, the bigger demons, right? And those demons were supposed to come in and have their back in this whole, psychotic scheme that they had against someone who had been ordained. And this person had been ordained in secret. This person had been through everything that they needed to go through in order to regain their position that was rightfully theirs. And so what we have is a bunch of people in their ego that don't know what to do with the entities that they've called on. Now, I'm going to share something with you guys. I seen something, and I don't know what platform I was on, maybe YouTube. I don't really know, or just Google searching. Sometimes, all the time, especially once you're awakened and you're tapping in, things are going to come to you that need to come to you. So I seen that there were big demons that literally had reemerged in certain states that I had been sent to. Okay. And so this is another reason why ego is important. Ego death is important, let's say, because I had to, even while under attack, be sent in to protect these idiots from the entities that they call to attack me. These entities are these are like top of the line entities next to the devil himself, okay? And they literally conjured them up to come after me, and I had to be sent in to sit in a position, okay? A position where presumably the 3D eyes of other people would like, feel like, oh my God, that's so sad. She's poor. She's, she's this, she's that. And I have to understand the truth of who I am, right? And I have to respect being sent in to help these nutcases, because how dare you send them after me? They're pissed. They're pissed, and I'm being sent in to help my enemies with the psychotic plan that they had. I'm being sent in to help my enemies with these entities that they called. So I'm sitting in different states to protect these nutcases from what they've done. Okay? And these entities are pissed because they know exactly who I am. Why? Because I respected different situations and scenarios. So basically, I walk through hell. They know exactly who I am. Okay? I don't call on them. The same way I'm from the hood. I don't call on people from the hood to help me. Right? But at the end of the day, if y'all go to the hood and y'all like, oh, that with Nikki, those people are going to be like, if you got a problem with her, you got a problem with us. You understand what I'm saying? That's the same way these entities feel. If y'all got a problem with me, then y'all got a problem with them. And these entities are pissed. Because one of the things about those entities, they want payment. They can't get payment from me. They know that. They're not stupid. Okay? And they don't want payment from me. They want it from those that they've given to. Those that they gave riches and fame and fortune that didn't deserve it. Yeah, they had talent, but they didn't really work for it energetically. To be calling on entities on somebody else. They don't have that right. You understand? And so I'm being called in by the Most High here and there. It's literally almost over because these people don't get it. They're walking around with a freaking attitude because they're under attack by entities that they call themselves. You picked up the phone and called them. They sent in somebody to help you with what you called on, and you walk around with an attitude. I love to see them with an attitude. I love to see them with an attitude. I love when they show their behinds. I love when they get into their ego and they try to show me, oh, you're nobody. Good. Because you don't even know who I am. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what it took for me to get to this point where I'm trying to help. You don't even know. You just think that you're smarter than life. You're smarter than the Most High God, right? So it took me over 1,000 videos to try to explain to you guys that you done effed up. Y'all thinking I'm trying to, smooth it over so I could get out of it, so nobody think it was me, so nobody think I did this, Listen, when I say things will be revealed, they will be revealed. I was trying to help y'all help yourself. Because if it has nothing to do with me, those energies cannot advance. Okay? It can't advance. So what it would do, it will advance in chaos in your life. Now, the only ones that I'm really concerned about is small children and elderly people. I'm going to be honest with y'all because I feel like they will go under attack for what their parents have done. That's really dangerous, and it pisses me off for you guys to be so just not concerned about your own family, because entities they don't play that. They don't play that. You don't keep calling on them and then gonna sit back. Oh, they'll go after her. No, they going after what they can access. Okay? And they going after those who keep calling on them. Why did y'all go waking up those things? Are y'all crazy? Now, I'm going to share something with y'all. So, boom, the other day, I'm going to do a delivery. So, I was crying maybe about 20 minutes prior. I'm driving. I started crying. And I don't know. I just felt this energetic, it was an energetic response to what I was feeling, which crying is anyway. But I started crying. Boom, it started pouring down, raining out of nowhere. I mean, pouring. And it was dark. It was probably about 9:30 or so. Boom. So my GPS takes me off-road. Now, I've delivered in that area before, but I've never been down this road. And the road was like real bumpy and it was crazy. But anyway, the GPS took me on this little detoured road. So obviously nobody's outside because it's pouring down, raining. All of a sudden, maybe a quarter mile, I had my high beams on. Or maybe, I don't know if it was my fog lights or my, but anyway, I see this big giant man. I mean, a quarter mile, I can see him. That's how big he was. So I'm like, what the hell is that? I've had a lot of moments with the what the hell is that moments in my journey. Trust me. I'm like, what is that? So I'm driving towards this, but I had to drive slow because the road was like with a lot of potholes, and it was just a weird road I had never been down. Anyway, so he's walking in the rain. I mean, huge. He had to be about 10 feet tall, if not bigger. He's just walking. Big man. I'm like, because there was no way that I could see him that good from that far. He's walking towards me. So when he get like towards the front of my car, because I kept driving towards him, then I just could see like his face was blurry though. But it was like I could see eyes and nose, but it was blurry. And then when he got like towards the side of the car, I looked over and he turned his head. He wouldn't let me hone in on his face. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something in this state that I'm in, because y'all know where I am, because y'all won't stop following me. You guys have literally dug into something that not even I understand totally. But what you guys have done to me, you've called on realms and entities that know who I am, right? And they came because you guys called. So they have arrived. Let me just let you guys know that now. They have absolutely arrived. And I'm just sharing that one with you guys, but there's so much more that has happened with me. They not only have arrived, but they want payment. They want payment, and they're watching my back. You guys have done something that is going to go down in history as the dumbest thing ever heard in creation. Okay? You guys conjured up things and energies and entities against someone who did not deserve that. Even if they were doing it to me since I was a baby, since I was a child, obviously I didn't deserve it then, and I damn sure didn't deserve it now, right? And whatever y'all done paid people and y'all done did your own rituals or whatever, that's on y'all. I don't care what people do. I don't knock nobody for doing what they do, but I want to let you guys know that you can't call on certain energies and certain entities and it's a soul or someone that they respect, okay? And you have to be very careful with not doing your proper research and understanding that entity is not in alignment with going after that person, especially after that person has respected the journey and healed. You don't do stuff like that. You don't do stuff like that. They are literally, they have arrived. They have arrived. They have absolutely arrived. So you guys did. Don't go into your ego and say, well, did our spells work? They worked. They worked. You guys have conjured up energies and entities that regular man has never seen before. Okay? And they're here. They're here and they're pissed. They're pissed and they want payment. Okay? Oh, also let me add, that big giant man was totally dry. Okay? He was not wet at all. Okay? And so what I'm letting you guys know is that they asked me to go to certain places and I've respected it. So whatever happens in my life in a good way, I worked hard. I deserve it. You know, I worked hard even to help my enemies, but the time is almost up because those entities want to feast. Okay, you guys kept promising them things, and you guys are thieves, liars. You guys are very dangerous. You do bad things to men, women, and children, unaliving people for no reason, just because you want to. Nah, that's not in alignment with the ascension that things are going in, you know. And so this is the thing. You guys got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. They're here. They're here. Don't look at me. Oh, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. You don't, excuse me, go calling on things that are not in alignment and you think that you could send them. Your ego and your lack of foresight is what's going to get you. Because you still got the audacity to be walking around with an attitude over what you conjured up. You conjured up. You sat down. You made a plan, a plot, and a scheme, okay, that goes against everything that ascension is about. It's about elevation. So you were supposed to do your job and stop worrying about what I'm doing. Okay, because what I'm doing is out of the norm. What I'm doing is it goes against with everything that we've been taught. Okay, and so when you do stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody gonna have your back but God and but those entities and those energies. They're gonna come through. They're gonna be like, yeah, they're gonna vouch for me, and they're gonna be like, yeah, she walked through hell. Yes, she walked through hell, and she respected every attack that we put her under. But now y'all don't get no more access to her. She respected every attack that we put her through when she walked through hell, and y'all don't get no more access to her. You understand what I'm saying? And obviously, you know, the Most High God is definitely over all of it. So that was just dumb. You know, I like the way y'all show off though. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, where does it go? Because you still know who I am. You still following me behind. You still following behind me. So you want that protection. You want that abundance. You want that energetic connection. But guess what? Your time is up. You had enough time of stealing and lying and being deceptive, and then thinking that somebody's stupid. You don't just assume somebody to be stupid. Ain't not stupid about me. And she played stupid. I ain't never played stupid. You never knew me. You never knew me. So you get what you deserve. You get what you deserve, and that's where we're going in this next phase. People are gonna get what they deserve, okay? And they deserve what they get. If it's good that you put in, then you're gonna get good back. If it's bad, then you're gonna get bad back. But I wanted to let you guys know that I do understand my position. I understand it. It's hilarious to watch though. They're pissed. Oh, they're pissed. And I'm laughing because I know you're not pissed at me. I know you're not pissed at me. You're pissed at yourself. Because now you're trying to figure out, well, what do I have to do to catch up? What do I have to do to get in a better standing? You knew, but you took the dark road. You knew what you were supposed to do. You were notified. All of you were notified. But you wanted to play in darkness, and you wanted to call in these energies and entities. And the only thing I can say is hold on to your hats. Also, my intuitive team, awesome. You guys are no freaking joke. You guys really rocked. I think I lost during this time in my intuitive team, because everybody gets an intuitive team that wakes up with them to go on their journey with them. I think I only lost like 2. One went under attack because she was totally disrespectful to me, and another one is mentally insane because she decided to help my enemies to do work on me because she listened to them because they were celebrities. And yeah, she's mentally gone. The rest of you guys, so proud of you guys. And another one that was accusing me of stalking her. Ugh, who knew? But anyway, the rest of you guys, man, I mean, this was a long one, and you guys are on it. You guys are totally on it. I love you guys. So if you see that I made make a mistake and follow you, or they got my page hacked and I follow you and I unfollow you, it's not in any disrespect. I don't want you guys to go under attack, because right now we're at the final lap. I mean, you know, the final phase of this, and they're pissed. They're pissed that, you know, and they're trying to send these big entities after whoever they feel has helped me, and they don't understand that I helped myself. I went to God. You understand? And so I don't want you guys to be at a certain phase and go under an extreme attack by these nutcases, and, you know, and they overtake you guys. So that's why I don't follow you guys. But I see y'all. I love y'all so much. I do have a list of you guys that I will address at some point. I love you guys so much. Thank you for waking up with me and being my guides and my team, part of my 3D team. For real, you guys really rocked. Yeah, these guys are in their ego though, and they don't even know how dangerous that can get, right? Like, I did a video the other day, and I mean, you could still have some ego, but I mean, you have to have gone through different phases so you know what it is to have a humble heart. You know what I'm saying? These people don't have a humble heart, so they just all ego. And there's things that I experienced within this journey that I still haven't gotten a chance to really share with you guys, because, you know, I'm still out here working. Basically, I'm still literally on the job, and look, it's like, well, she don't even have nothing, you know, and that's another thing that people are going to find out, that it had nothing to do with that. It had nothing to do with that. There's natural titles, land, property, abundance that comes within a soul, but that soul has to literally take that journey. Everybody else is just faking the funk, just flossing to be flossing, you know? And they don't understand that real people, what they say, real eyes, real lies, real lies. You understand what I'm saying? So we can read through their energy and know what's really going on. Within my journey, I told you guys what has happened over here is about to happen over here. So I was trying to stop it from happening over here, especially since these people over here were supposed to be my allies. But they joined forces with this team. And there's one female in the middle who done snatched all of their wigs. She done snatched all their wigs. So it's almost like I can't stand the things that they did to me, including her. But at the same time, it's almost like she worked for me, because she done snatched everybody wig. Everybody's under the assumption that she, you know, like they're loyal to her, that they have this you know, this loyalty contract with her, I guess. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And she knows that. She's like, yep, I slept with all of them. That's what she's saying. She slept with all of them. You know what I'm saying? See, but she don't know that I know that. These guys don't know that I know that. I'm watching the whole time. Like, she getting ready to have sex with them, and she gonna have them, scared them to advance. Because that's what she was supposed to do. That's her job as a karmic. My karmic team is nasty. If somebody's trying to advance towards me or come towards me that is not in alignment with being near me, they sending in. They sending in the biggest and best karmics. It snatched them. Snatched their wigs. You know what I'm saying? Get them butt naked. Get them butt naked. And I'm watching the whole time. Everybody trying to come on my screen, flossing, oh, I'm in a relationship, I'm this. Yeah. Be careful. When God sends you a message and tell you to pay attention, maybe it's good to pay attention. Because maybe there's somebody that actually knows and just sitting there trying to help you. Just trying to help you. And I would advise, I don't care if you're in a relationship and you think, oh, She trying to get my man. I don't want none of your man. I was trying to give you guys a heads up about a situation and scenario and a journey that nobody knew I had taken. Nobody knew I was on that journey. You know what I'm saying? I don't want none of them. But my advice, very strong advice, is don't you dare call on one more entity and send them my way. Because my team is on a rampage right now with cleaning up this mess. You do not want to come in on the tail end of this trying to conjure up some small entities talking about, yeah, we gonna block this, we gonna block. You ain't blocking nothing and you ain't stopping nothing. Okay? Listen to what my message was, right? And so don't do it, because you don't want to come in on the tail end with this little attack and go under a massive attack, because there's not going to be any levels. There's not going to be any grace period like, oh, she only called on the little ones. No, the big ones are going to respond. So if you call on the little one at this point of what I endured and where I am, if you call on little small energies and get, your peoples or your auntie, your uncle, your tío, your tía, your abuela, your grandma, grandpa, that, what's gonna happen is the big ones are gonna arrive because they're on set now. The big dogs called on the big entities already. They already called them. They already conjured them up. They're here. So if you decide to come at me with some small time entities that you're calling on, you're still gonna get thrown into the big entity goulash. The big entities are gonna respond because they're here now. They're here. They were supposed to come and get me, and now these people are on an F around and find out mission of, that's Jade. That's Jade. While you were sitting in your mansion and you was keying about her and you was laughing, she was walking through hell. We took her through hell. She was walking through hell, and guess what? She respected and she came out with flying colors. And guess what they're going to ask you? Are you ready to walk through hell? Because that's the only way you're going to do it. And they're going to drag you to hell. They're going to drag you to hell. So just take it as, she mad cool. She gave us a heads up to what was about to go down. We didn't even know it was going down like that. The last thing right now is that I feel like, I'm going to relax with somebody I'm going after my own. I'm going after my own. I'm going after what's rightfully mine. I was willing to share, some ideas, little 3D stuff, some ideas, you know what I'm saying? Sit and, talk with something. But I really don't care. This is about me versus me. I went on my journey that I was activated to go on about self. I could care less about the rest of this nonsense. Y'all gonna have to just deal with what y'all deal with. To my team, my intuitives, the Most High God, my light team, my dark team that had to show up because these fools kept calling on y'all. Listen, we did what we could do. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for being there for me, for protecting me. You feel me? And I guess you got a big lesson that you're going to have to teach these people. And I'm ready. I'm ready to be removed. I've done all I could do for these people. I've done all I could do with telling them what to do, what not to do. And they thought it was a joke and they thought it was funny. I've done all I can do. I'm tired of I'm tired of this point of assisting. I'm ready to, do the next thing. I'm bored. They're boring. They do the same thing day in, day out. They're not healing. They're not ready to be healed. This is the game they still want to play. And whatever you guys need to do with them so that they can learn a lesson, then do what y'all have to do. Jade Rock signing off on that part of the journey. Love you guys. Peace.